Pope Francis explains envy as a false idea of God. He defines envy as a relationship of hate and love. One desires harm of another, but secretly wants to be like it.
In Dante's Inferno, envy is not in hell itself, it's in purgatory. So it's on the second terrace of purgatory. So all of their eyes of the souls are sealed shut with wire. This is punishment for envying other goods and eyeing things that are not theirs. There are some angels around there who they're described as disembodied voices. They give examples of love and envy to the souls, and this is to help them overcome their vice before they can ascend to the next level. It should be used for them as a remedy to the envious heart.
How a student could fall into this sin at Regis. At Regis, students can fall into this sin at any time. Ways this can happen is wanting what other people have, whether it could be like the ability to be good at sports, having good grades, or looking a certain way that you wish you could. It is not good to have continuous comparison with others, feelings, or insecurity about selfish ambition.
Bishop Barron explains that admiration is the opposite and an antidote for envy. He explains that people often feel we deserve or earn things for our hard work or through our intellectual achievements, but then points out that God is the one who gives us our capacity for hard work and sustains our minds. He states that nothing we have not been given. Everything we have has been given to us. Once we understand this, we no longer feel envy because no one feels like others are getting more than what they deserve or that they're getting less. Instead of envy, we should give thanks to God for all the gifts, whether we receive them or they are given to someone else.
How we can live out this virtue at Regis. We can live out the virtue of admiration by looking for specific qualities that we admire. We can also do this by recognizing that admirable qualities are imitable, but we need to avoid the trap of jealousy. Instead of seeing others' success as a reflection of your own lack, see it as like a source of inspiration and find it in people.
The symbols for envy are the color green and the animal snake. The history of this goes all the way back to Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. The serpent tempted Eve, made her envious, wanting to be able to do what God did. Something that popularized the color green to depict envy is Shakespeare's Othello, where he famously called jealousy a green-eyed monster with which does mocketh the meat it feeds on. There is no specific symbol associated with admiration, but one that could be used is the pink rose. It generally symbolizes grace, elegance, admiration, and joy. Lighter shades often represent sweetness and admiration, while the darker shades convey gratitude and appreciation.
There's one example that kind of stood out to us, and that was Gollum from The Lord of the Rings. So most of you have seen it. Gollum's one of the main characters. But he used to be named Smeagol. Gollum was the name that he just kind of developed. But in the beginning, he killed his own friend out of jealousy just for the ring. He's obsessed with the One Ring, and when Frodo had it, that was one of the reasons why he stayed with the group, because he envied it so much. It was the driving factor for how he acted and pretty much what he does throughout the whole Lord of the Rings. Thomas Aquinas uses the phrase sadness of soul as a classic description of envy, and it torments him and drives his obsessive behavior. But in the end, Gollum's envious act pretty much leads to the destruction of the ring.